Thank you, Fred. Please be seated. Thank you very much. Chairman of the Police Service Commission and your fellow commissioners, the DG of this great institution, the Kenya School of Government, Udeki Chwea, all officers present, good afternoon. Let me begin first and foremost by saying that it's a great pleasure to be amongst you this afternoon. But before I begin what I have to say, and it is the reason why I was insisting Udeki Chwea must speak, is because as a government and as a country, we have institutions, and good institutions. And I'm very grateful to the Inspector General for choosing to hold his conference at this particular facility, because we must support our own facilities. We must grow our own facilities, because they are here to serve us, and they're actually more cost-effective than holding these seminars in a lot of strange places, which I don't want to mention. So, Bwana Chwea, ujipange. Mimi nagojea bunge ipitishe majina yangu. Wakishapitisha, hata mimi nakuja semina ya kabineti yangu hapa. Tutakuwa hapa na wewe siku mbili utufundishe. So, please, I want to take this opportunity to encourage all government agencies. Let us make use of the facilities that the taxpayers have given us and use them. It is important. So, asante sana kwa kutukaribisha kwako. I want to begin by thanking the Inspector General for convening this conference very early in the year. Given the challenge and challenges that lie ahead, we are all grateful for this early opportunity to review our performance during 2017, but more importantly, to set the agenda for 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no doubt in anybody's mind that the year that has just ended, being 2017, was quite an eventful one, especially with the long electioneering period. In this respect, I wish to commend the National Police Service for playing its constitutional mandate of keeping Kenya and Kenyans safe. You were tried, you were tested, but you proved equal to the task. Na hongera kwa kila moja wenu. Indeed, for my part, I did convey my gratitude through the Inspector General, and today I'm glad to state it myself and to commend you directly. Let me ask you to do as he did, more directly, that when you get back to your respective workstations, that all the officers and men under your command know how highly I think of them and of their work in the past. Mwashukuru sana. One thing we all learned from the year we've had, or so I hope, is the importance of preparation. Unexpected challenges, unforeseen political events, new, more sophisticated criminals, All these require a national police service that is flexible, innovative, and well-equipped with all the necessary tools to meet the challenge. Indeed, the modernization program that we are undertaking, and which continues in my administration's second term, is all set to prepare the service to meet both the security challenges that Kenya faces today and those that we can expect tomorrow. Indeed, results speak for themselves in what we have already done. We have doubled the motor vehicle fleet from 3,155 in 2013 to 6,140 in 2018. We have also rebuilt our air wing so that we now, from one serviceable helicopter to 7 machines by March of this year. Indeed, as we speak today, negotiations are already in place to replace the initial 1,200 leased vehicles, and this will continue. And Bwana IG, in that notion, mimi nataka niseme, hiyo magari ikija kuuzwa second hand, maofisa wetu wapate first choice. Kununua hiyo magari. Kwa sababu ndio wamechunga, ndio wameifanyia kazi, wapate hiyo waendelee. Au ni namna gani wewe? It is also clear to us, as I hope it is to all of you, that this mode of vehicle provisioning to the police has helped you answer distress calls from members of the public far quicker than you once could have. The National Police Service Air Wing, which indeed does a great job offering air support to ground troops, has equally been upscaled through the modernization program. It now boasts reliable M17 heavy lift helicopters and other small aircraft, which, like I said, by March we are enhancing. And it has the capacity to move troops to any trouble spot within a short time, anywhere across our country. Equally, we have also procured more specialized equipment to help you keep Kenyans safe from terror and from cybercrime. In fact, we have agreed just now, this morning, that in order to boost the capacity of the Directorate of Criminal Investigation to deal with cybercrime, the Communications Authority that has its inaitwa nini hiyo? Universal Service Fund, ambayo wanaokota pesa hapo na hatujui wanafanya nini naye. Tumekubaliana ya kwamba 1 billion shillings from that service fund will be moved to the Directorate of Criminal Investigation to help boost their capacity to provide services. In order for us to deal with cybercrime and also deal with more complex crimes with which today Kenyans must contend. To this end, we are also eager to see the completion of the civil works portion of the forensic laboratory at the Directorate of Criminal Investigation Headquarters, and I'm told that this is virtually complete, and I expect it soon to be equipped with the equipment we need to protect Kenyans from ever more sophisticated criminals. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your primary task. Your job is to make certain that every Kenyan, and indeed every resident of Kenya, is secure both in person, and property, wherever in the country they may reside. And that is why Kenyans have placed so much trust in you. I urge each and every one of you to strive to live up to the high standards that every Kenyan expects of you. I cannot emphasize how important it is, especially now when Kenya faces severe challenges, for every member of this service to remind themselves of their duty and to resolve to do nothing to damage the integrity and reputation, or for that matter, the effectiveness of this service. On my part, I commit to continue to look after your welfare. We will continue to take steps to improve your terms and conditions of service. That means better houses, better insurance, and the realization of the dream of a police hospital. This last one is particularly important since the hospital will be equipped and staffed to deal with the unique circumstances of your work. I mentioned insurance, and let me say, we will continue to help provide comprehensive medical insurance and the group life insurance scheme for police officers. These programs have done much to protect officers and their families in matters of health or in the unfortunate event of losing their loved ones. We remain committed to them. Indeed, we remain committed to the expansion of this program. Let me close with a word also about our roads. In the very recent past, we have lost far too many lives on our roads. We need to be perfectly clear here. These deaths are avoidable. The Kenyans who have left us, mothers and fathers, sons and daughters, did not really have to die. It is up to us to end this tragedy. That requires the full and impartial enforcement of our traffic rules and regulations. Enforcement certainly should go hand in hand with education so that every Kenyan is perfectly clear what their rights and obligations on our roads actually are. But it seems to me that the lion's share of the work here lies in enforcement, in making sure that no Kenyan endangers his countrymen or women on our roads, and that the scenes that we saw towards the end of last year are never repeated again. In conclusion, let me once again commend each and every one of you for ensuring our country remains safe. Nonetheless, we know we still have challenges. Challenges that we must overcome so as to lay a solid security foundation. This is critical for us to achieve the development. Let me close with a word also about our roads. In the very recent past, we have lost far too many lives on our roads. We need to be perfectly clear here. These deaths are avoidable. The Kenyans who have left us, mothers and fathers, sons and daughters, did not really have to die. It is up to us to end this tragedy. That requires the full and impartial enforcement of our traffic rules and regulations. Enforcement certainly should go hand in hand with education so that every Kenyan is perfectly clear what their rights and obligations on our roads actually are. But it seems to me that the lion's share of the work here lies in enforcement, in making sure that no Kenyan endangers his countrymen or women on our roads, and that the scenes that we saw towards the end of last year are never repeated again. In conclusion, let me once again commend each and every one of you for ensuring our country remains safe. Nonetheless, we know we still have challenges. Challenges that we must overcome so as to lay a solid security foundation. This is critical for us to achieve the development agenda